G'day guys, it's Phantom, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Christopher Nolan movie Oppenheimer. I saw it. I haven't seen Barbie yet. I was going to watch it on the same day, but I had plans. I had to work. I'm watching it tonight though, so yes, I'm getting my Kennedy ready for that one. But Oppenheimer follows the American scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer and his development in the first atomic bomb. Now, Christopher Nolan is one of my favorite filmmakers. Pretty much every single movie of his I love. Tenet, I understand more than most people. I've seen it about three times, and obviously you understand more. But when I first watched it, I was blown away by that movie. That's the same with all of his other movies. I only just recently watched Interstellar and breathtaking movie again, and the Dark Knight trilogy. Of course, is one of the greatest trilogies. Well, yeah, one of the greatest trilogies of all time. But this, he did it again with this movie. It is another Nolan masterpiece. This film on a technical level is outstanding. The sounds, the cinematography, the score, everything technically about it is amazing. The story as well is very interesting. It is a character study and also a biopic of Oppenheimer, who is a very, very interesting character. I honestly was fascinated on the guy. One of the most interesting historical figures who has had a movie about him, I think, ever. This is probably the best biopic film that I've ever seen. Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer is some of the most perfect casting that I've ever seen. He looks almost identical. His eye acting is outstanding. He 100% deserves an Oscar nomination. If he wins, I wouldn't be surprised either. But he needs that Oscar nomination. As well as Robert Downey Jr. What a performance. He is an actor as of the MCU. My Probably my favorite performance from him is from Tropic Thunder, which he also got nominated. He got nominated for, but this is easily his best performance. He is electric. He is loud, and the ending, it convinced me even more. Emily Blunt as well, fantastic, and as well as Florence Pugh and Matt Damon. This cast is stacked to the brim. Every character that has some sort of a role in the film, you know them. I know about 90% of the cast, which you never really see in any other movie, but Christopher Nolan brings an ensemble cast that brings their best work. This is easily his best ensemble, probably since Inception. The movie is non-linear as it jumps back and forth from present to past or future to present. It's filmed in color and black and white, which the black and white is the more present moments, and the color is more is the past moments where he's actually in development. I believe that the black and white moments were where the story kind of went against him, which is kind of also the case with the colored scenes. But that was more on his side. The entire legal aspect was amazing. Again, Robert Downey Jr. Give him that nomination, if not win, because he needs it. But Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer, fantastic. Also, Albert Einstein is in the film, which obviously you've seen in the trailers. I wouldn't expect somebody like him to be in it, but obviously he was a major part, and also being a physicist and a scientist, he has a major role in the development of all that. So seeing him in the film, portrayed by a fantastic actor, I'm not too sure of his work, but almost perfect. And also being 3 hours and an adult film, being rated R, some people might get bored because it is extremely dialogue heavy, and there's some points where the score overwhelms the dialogue, which kind of you expect from a Christopher Nolan movie. He likes his music more than his dialogue, even though that the dialogue is extremely well written. I did understand most of the dialogue, probably about like 10%. I couldn't really hear that much because everybody's talking at once in a crowded room. And the imagery as well in this film is spectacular. Some extremely disturbing images. And this film is described as a horror movie. I can see some horror aspects. It is terrifying, and the impact of the explosion. But overall, this film is another Nolan masterpiece. I have been thinking about it in the last few hours because I watched it yesterday. I think I like it more thinking about it than I did walking out, because being 3 hours, there's a lot of information, but honestly it doesn't really feel 3 hours. It feels about 2.5, which is still a lengthy runtime, but honestly, I could have watched a few more minutes of it, because it is a huge story. Oppenheimer is a extremely interesting character. Not everybody who is portrayed as a good guy is a good guy, and not everybody being portrayed as a bad guy is a bad guy, which is something that I took from this movie, and it absolutely applies to today. This is 100% a movie for today. I'm gonna give it an A plus. Anyway, that's my review of Oppenheimer. What are your thoughts? I'm going to be watching Barbie, getting my energy ready. This is what I'm wearing. I don't have anything pink or anything like that. But yeah, anyway, what are your thoughts on it? And have a good one.